There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a Surtech game with lovely MT32 fanfare. What are you presenting for us, Surtech? Well, it's another random DOS game show, and this is by Attic Entertainment Software. Fantasy Productions. Oh, that sounds exciting. This is Realms of Arkania. Now, I haven't played this, but I've heard about it by reputation. So let's give it a go. Part 1 of the Northern Reaches trilogy. Very nice. Okay, some trippy effects. Looks like some glorious heroes here standing, ready to go. Blade of Destiny. Right, that's the subtitle, huh? Let's get going and see what happens. Okay, we got some nice fanfare. And everything's dark. Okay, that's very interesting. Fourwall, City of the Free, one of the oldest settlements in all of Arkania, populated with indomitable warriors and seafarers rich in treasures from innumerable forays. I didn't realize we were playing the Patrician series. German joke? Yeah, anyway. Let's skip this. Is it just gonna skip to another cutscene? Okay. We get it, man. Right. Okay, we've got, please select difficulty level. I think we'll go novice this time round. Select what? Main program, I guess? Load which saved game. We just want to start a new game. Oh, wow. Okay. So, we are in a temple of Trevia in Fourwall, and there's a gentleman here who just appears to be looking at us. So temple options, add, let go, erase, load, save, end. Alright, let's leave the temple. The temple is like this area for like loading and saving games. Sweet. And it's got a little eye next to it. There's some lovely music, very cheerful, very happy. And for those who don't know, this is a blobber. A blobber is a first-person, usually party-based RPG, where you control the characters with the arrow keys, and you just wander around and have a merry old time. You can go no further in this direction. Thank you, game. I tried to walk out into the sea, and it didn't work out for us. So, shall we explore a bit of Fourwall? I'm getting Bard's Tale vibes from this, but more advanced. Look at that tower. It's not often in games of this age that you have like height maps and stuff. A child comes running up to you. You want to know what I dreamt, he crows. I dreamt someone buried a large sword in the Orcish lands. Right where? Coming, mummy. Okay, small child. We shall take your advice. Hello there. I'm sure I don't know you, so get out. Okay. I'll not wander into your home unasked. This inn includes a tavern as well. So you can visit a tavern, rent a room, or just leave. Interesting. So, this is clearly inspired. Wow, look at that name. Ardo Storebrand Grasberg. So you have the options on the right hand side here to buy, sell, or just say hello. This shop seems to offer everything you might wish for. Travel equipment is lying next to tools for home and garden, between other items whose purpose you can't even guess at. An old woman comes limping through a side door and cackles. Welcome to my little paradise. What are you looking for? You curious, or are you looking to make a buck? The gods be with you, joy of Vex. I can hardly imagine finding anything here. You do me wrong, strangers. My shop is first class. It just may not appear that way at first glance. No, wrong place, sorry. Why the haste, strangers? Believe me, I have a lot of useful things. Okay. God, what a pushy salesperson. And she didn't even have like a sign on her shop. So that's interesting. It when I go forward, it actually told me what it was there in the description. Stormy Rock Cellar. And then it turned me around. Also, Might and Magic fans will remember the footstep sound. We don't appear to have that here. You know, I'm loving this already. I'm just geeking out over this. Let's have a look at our motley crew, shall we? Oh, you can change the party composition. Okay, so we've got Arbosh the dwarf, and he's equipped with a mace, and he's only 4'3", because he... Oh wow, look at this! Hunger and Thirst levels in a game from like the early 90s. That's nuts. And it's almost like a D&D style system that we've got here, which is, you know, sort of the go-to. You know, these blobbers were stat heavy and so on. They reveled in it. Let's just... You can go no further in this direction, right? So let's just leave the town. I'm not sure if we need cartography or there's an auto map or anything like that. I'm just enjoying the landscape. It takes a while until Hadis notices, and by then... Oh. So, somebody stole a purse. Forget it. Oh. So you have random encounters. Not just like monsters and stuff, you know, like in other blobbers. You have like random encounters with individuals and thieves and stuff. A figure dressed in rags suddenly appears right in front of you and sighs with a weak voice. Please, honourable strangers, save me from starving. The goddess shall reward you for it. This 1 ducat is all we can afford. Thank you, honourable travellers. Thank you so much. See, we've done our good deed for the day. There also appears to be mouse control. So, like, we can turn using the mouse. I just prefer the keys, you know. Oh, wow. Look at that! So, when you get to, like, a travelling post or something... So, Tiola, 108 inhabitants, and that's about all there is to say about it. Okay. Where do you want to send your team from Forwall? Let's go to Surska. You're standing on the bank of the Budir. An unto trustworthy ferry is waiting for customers. The ferryman's quite gruff. You want to go across? That's 5 bits per head if you want to wait for the ferry to fill up. Otherwise you have to pay 25 bits. What'll it be? We'll wait for the boat, yeah. You wait 3 hours until enough paying customers have gathered. After a short journey across, you reach the opposite bank. So, time passes, and we're in Surska, and there's a night-day cycle. Nice. I mean, it's not that surprising. So, you've got these signposts, and they take you to various other places. That's cool. I wonder if we can go out into the wilderness or anything like that, or whether it's just town to town. You know, I probably won't be able to play this long enough in order to make that determination. Let's go to Renava. You could split the team? Wow. Okay. And yes, there is an auto map. Look at that. So if you right click on the person, you get various town options. Okay. Let's just go back. And yes, you can see their hunger and their thirst is going up. And with the arrows here, you can switch back to our dwarf just to make sure. Yes. Yep. It seems like the hunger and thirst levels are the same across the board. You don't have individuals who, you know, have different levels of hunger and thirst. Like Tamion over there isn't gonna require more food. Wonder if we could travel on. What's this? Open from 6 AM to 9 PM. Alright. I guess we can't talk to them. Okay. In all honesty, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing. I mean, I know I'm in Surska, which it kindly points that out. But I don't know if I'm meant to go to a dungeon, like underneath the town, which is sort of a done thing, or whether I'm meant to, like, Whoa! Nobody seems to be at home. Do you want to break into the house? Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. A completely uninteresting apartment. Oh. Our breaking and entering was fruitless. So you can wander about at night and break into people's homes. Sweet. But not businesses. I don't like the way that it sort of redirects you when you, you know, can't get into a house. It seems to sort of spin you around. Let's see. Let's see if we can head on. What's this? 4 wall. So that's where we were before. Here you will find everything you could wish for if you take the time to look and haggle for it. Right. So the little red dots sort of show us the various like places we can go, and it's a big world map. Like, look at the size of that. That's a solid in-game map. I'm just worried about our food and our health. Let's just... Can we travel to there? Let's go to 4 wall. Okay. So we're back where we started. It's early morning, and our hunger and thirst levels are probably going up even more. I keep right-clicking on that, and I don't mean to. You double-click. Yeah, look, serious hunger and thirst levels. So it's got a survival aspect to it, which is very interesting. And you can probably tell from the enthusiasm in my voice that this is my sort of game. I'm just sat here geeking out over this. I think it's German made, sort of equivalent to my magic. You see the way that that's turned me around? Like, if I hit that, then click, it shifts me the opposite direction. Not so keen on that. I also feel like it's kind of in that middle ground period between the 80s and 90s blobbers. 90s blobbers would become a lot more distinct with the way that they would portray houses and stuff. It's a bit maze-like at the minute, but that's not a problem because we've got auto mapping. Let's have a look. So maybe there's some sort of legend in a manual that I'm missing here, you know. But I'm not too worried about that. Let's see what the various options are here. Who is to go into the new team? Alright, so that's to split the team. What's that? Doesn't appear to be doing anything. Information. It is market day in the year 15 of Hal, right? There's a lot to take in, and I'm barely taking any of it in, you know. I haven't even got to the combat or monsters or anything yet. So we're at 4 wall. Well, I just exited out of it. Let's go back into that. So that's basically your options menu. Load and save and so on. That you can just access at any time, which is nice. You've got your map. Which character will use magic? No, we don't need to camp or use magic, so that's what those last two are. The interface isn't bad, you know. It's fairly intuitive. Hello, Andra of the Boudir. You look like you can heal people of wounds and stuff. You're talking to us, but I don't see much in the way of... Who needs treatment? Nope, nobody needs treatment, but thank you for the offer. And it's one of those games where you start to memorize, like, the map. Yep, you don't know us. Sorry man, we've been here before. It's a lot to take in. But, honestly, Oh, here we go. You enter the richly furnished office of the Vestum Trade Prince Stover Regolan, Storebrand. Storebrand, one of Arkania's richest men. Besides being involved in heavy trading, Storebrand has a money exchange and loan here. Wow, so we got a bank. Sweet. Okay. And it's turned us around again, so we're hopelessly lost. Where am I going? What am I doing? Who knows? Let's see, are you open? Hello, folks. You're greeted by the harbour master as you enter his cabin. You look like you could use some advice. You've come to the right man. Mind you, it'll cost you the trifling sum of 1 silver. Leave this money-grabbing shark. He seemed friendly enough. I wouldn't have called... Oh, sorry. Have you no fear? Have no fear, not have you no fear. A man with a soft voice says, I've heard the Hetman has at last found a group of heroes who dare to take on the orcs. They should take on their leader one-on-one, if you ask me. If he goes down, they'll all go down, alright. Cowardly vermin that they are. This is probably the plot. I feel like we're a group of heroes who have bonded together, and we're supposed to take out these orcs. But where are the orcs? Is the big question. My guess is not in the middle of town. My guess is that we were supposed to, you know, find or get instructions early in the game with regards to how to deal with this orcish menace. But because we didn't do that, we're like just aimlessly wandering the streets. And folks, it might not seem like the most sort of entertaining playthrough, I'm sure, especially if you're not a fan of a genre, but for me, this is like, how to best put it? Something lit up there, what's that? What are you looking for on the market? There's a town market that lights up when you wander over it. Let's go to the weapon booth. A booth at the market, so they have a random market. Yeah, for me, this is evoking like all my favourite sort of bits and pieces, like from the Might and Magic series, and it's just enchanting to the likes of me. So let's just talk to this guy. From the back of the room, you hear the steady fuck of steel hitting wood. That's fuck, folks. Gotta get that right now. At high speed, as you close the door, a bell sounds, and a woman appears with some throwing daggers in her hand. Ingram be with you. No, don't say anything. I can see you're looking for weapons worthy of heroes like yourselves. Any chance of buying something without the spiel? We'll certainly close the deal then. Why don't you can the talk and show us something? Okay, I'll be quiet. Please pardon the repetition. You didn't offend us, really. Thank you very much for your understanding. That's just the way we are. May I know your wishes, then? So you can casually chat to shopkeepers. Like, there's... This is so good. I hope the combat's good. Oh, hello, Golden Eel. I just randomly wandered into the house. You have to wait at the counter for some time until the innkeeper lifts his head. May Travia keep you, innkeeper. Thank you very much. My house is yours. Okay. Bye. Yeah, sorry about that, innkeeper. So that's the inn. But I feel like I'm missing the one area of the game, and that's the important area, which is the combat, because a large chunk of blobbers are made out of combat. And I'm just sat here marveling at all this. Right, let's just see how far we can go. One of the most important harbours to go. Right, okay. Let's what's this? That red dot there. So they're mostly towns and stuff. Ah, the stony oak forest separates the orcish lands. Okay. Do you want to send your team? Alright, it was just giving us the choice to go to Surska there. I want to go into the forests and vanquish the orc. The orcish menace. Can you not allow me to do that, game? Apparently not. They say this is the sort place that makes watching the grass grow seem exciting. Oh. Yeah. I guess we'll not get to the combat. Because, folks, that's 20 minutes. And it's flown by. So, without having actually done much or fought anybody, another sack of rice falls over on Mariscan. That's a good place to leave it, I guess. What is Realms of Arkania? It's a classic party-based RPG with, you know, just everything you could ever ask from this sort of game. It's got a lovely little soundtrack that you can play through an MT32 device or MUNT. It appears to have everything in its right place with regards to character statistics, town, world building, all that jazz. The one thing I would say is, if before you play, or before you decide to buy even, make sure to look up another playthrough from somebody who's actually done some of the combat. I didn't get round to the combat. That's the one thing I felt like I was missing out on, because I was just too busy wandering around the town and didn't know where to go or what to do to initiate combat. But other than that, yeah, spellbinding stuff. Really enjoyed it, and it will probably feature in my top 25. And if you like me talking about DOS games, I do it all the time. Feel free to take a look at any of my other hundreds of videos on the channel, and if you like what you see there, you can subscribe. And if you really like me just wandering around Four Wall Town for some reason and feel like giving me money, Patreon exists, but it's not mandatory. So yeah, this was an absolute joy to play. So I'm gonna just continue wandering around Four Wall until I get into a fight. But yeah, this looks terrific, and I plan on playing it again at some point. Until next time.